Wow. Hey there, everybody. You know, I know it's been a really, really long time since we've seen each other. You probably don't even remember who I am, which is fine. It's been almost 2 years since the last video that I put out. And I just kind of want to get back at it today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different than we've done in the past. I'm going to explain where I've been and kind of what my plan is going forward. So we're just going to get at it. This is Mike Feiner. Let's go.
Okay, we've made it over to the Polynesian first here. Now, if you want to see more of this, I did do an entire video a while back of us eating at Kona Cafe, and we did the whole breakfast thing, and then we really walked a lot of the grounds. So if you're interested in that, I'll link that video below as well as up top right now. But I am just here to film cool stuff, so let's start looking around and see what I can find.
Like I said, today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different than we've done before. I have been getting really into photography, and that is something I want to explore on this channel. If you guys have been watching me for a little while, you know I have been making videos for a long time, and photography has never been something that I've been super into. But last year, I got hired to make a calendar for a company taking photos here at Disney. And I was hired again this year to do the same thing. What that did was kind of kickstart a love for photography for me. And I already had all the equipment to do it, and it was just never something I was super into. But now that I'm super into it, I kind of feel like I can weave videos and photography kind of into the same thing and do one while I'm doing the other. So today, like I said, we're at the Magic Kingdom Resorts. We're gonna be starting here at the Polynesian. I'm gonna be taking some photos. I will show you some of the photos that I'm taking, and we'll talk about where I've been, what my plan is. There's just a lot of stuff I wanna go into today. So there's a lot to cover, and there's a lot of photos to be taken. So let's get at it. I really like this view right here. Try to get something. You know, for a lot of people, I feel like photography is this really long journey to try to figure out how exposure works and all of this other stuff. But because I was so heavy into video for so long and so many years of my life, this has actually not been that hard to learn. It's the artistic composition side, all of the non-technical stuff that I've been really struggling with, but I am getting better. You know, I think more than anything, what photography has taught me is to slow down. One of my biggest problems, I think, whenever I was shooting videos on a regular basis, was I was just go all the time. And now I'm a much more relaxed, slow photographer and therefore videographer. Now, I think one of the big things I wanted to answer is where the heck I've been for almost 2 years, because I really had some pretty good momentum going there for a while. I kind of just let it all go, which in retrospect probably wasn't the best idea, especially because now it's been so long since I've made a video. This really is going to be like starting from scratch again, which is fine. It's just something that I worked really hard to get this channel up and running. And when I finally had a video really hit hard, I think it kind of, I don't want to say it scared me, but it got me thinking of like the wrong kind of video really hit. And so it just sort of made me nervous to start posting more and more. But I think I'm at a point now where I just don't care about any of that. This place is so much busier than it usually is because it's spring break. So there's a lot more people here than I'm actually used to.
And then there's the Grand Floridian across the water there. Some pretty cool sights over there as well. The Polynesian and the Grand Floridian are right next to each other. So you can walk between the two as well as take a walking trail over to Magic Kingdom. And that is what we're gonna be doing tonight. Now, admittedly, I got here a little bit late today, later than I meant to, but that's okay because sunset in Magic Kingdom is amazing. Hopefully I can time this correctly. And then over here, you can actually see the Contemporary. I'm not sure we're gonna get over there tonight, but I will do my best. And if not, we will come back another day. But man, that is such a good view of the resort. This trail right here is one of my favorites because it's almost always empty and it's kind of hidden back here, and everybody's always at the parks during the day, so it's really easy to get a little peace and quiet over here. So I figured I'd start with where in the heck I've been. Hopefully you can hear me. It's really, really windy. At the end of 2022, I kind of ended up having a bad health scare where I ended up in the hospital for a few days. Since then, I've been diagnosed with asthma. And I don't know, I kind of got it in my head that making videos and doing photos and running around and all of that stuff was something I was physically incapable of doing, which is obviously complete nonsense. Now, you may have noticed I've gained quite a bit of weight since the last time you guys saw me, almost 2 years ago. That is also because of the asthma. I used to walk a lot, I used to hike. I haven't been doing any of that just because I've been feeling kind of physically incapable of doing it. And again, that's pretty much complete nonsense, but it is something that's been in my head for a while. So I'm gonna try to use these videos as a way to not only start getting more exercise, but to get out of the house and to give myself something to focus on again. Now, I don't know what kind of videos I'm gonna be making from here on out. I know a lot of you guys have come here from that one video, Dear Blu-ray and DVD Collectors. I do have a podcast where we talk about all of that stuff literally all the time.
Shut the f up. No one cares about your podcast.
I'll link that down below as well as up top right here, but I'm just gonna get back to making videos here.
Now I realize I'm here at Disney, I'm vlogging, Disney vlogger, but me showing you the latest and greatest stuff, going on rides, stuff like that is just not something I'm interested in showing you guys anymore. There are hundreds of other channels, if not thousands at this point, that do that. So with the photography thing, I think I kind of figured it out. I don't know how many people are gonna care about that, but this is something that I put a lot of thought into, and hopefully I can sort of find my own niche as far as this whole Disney photographer vlogger thing goes. It's not just gonna be at Disney. I wanna take you guys where I'm going to take photos and just start vlogging again. Yes, a lot of it is gonna be at Disney because I spent a lot of time here taking photos and all of that other stuff. I got hired to do this calendar again for next year, so I'm gonna be taking a lot of photos here at Disney over the next 9-10 months. I wanna start taking you guys with me wherever I go to take photos and just start making videos again, because this is not only a huge part of who I am, but it's also something I really, really love and enjoy doing. So this is just kind of where I've been and kind of where my head is at with this channel. So if we're gonna make it over to the Grand Floridian before sunset, we're gonna have to get going though, because it is getting late. You know, one of the things I've been getting really into is architecture photography, and luckily Disney has amazing architecture pretty much all over the place. So none of this is to say that I won't be Disney vlogging, because I definitely will be. You know, I just kind of want to leave it open a little bit. I don't think it's worth putting myself in a box to try to fit in with the rest of these Disney vloggers. And not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, it's fine if that's who you are.
Absolutely.
Now, the pathway from the Polynesian to the Grand Floridian is closed, so we are gonna have to take the monorail over that way, which is kind of a bummer, and I honestly can't wait for this to open back up, because then I will be able to walk all the way from the Polynesian over to the Contemporary in one fell swoop without having to get on the monorail. Which will be good.
Okay, let's go catch the train over to the Grand Floridian.
We are now stopping at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, a Victorian-style hotel offering the modern conveniences of a full-service spa and health club. Please hold on to the handrails and stay clear of the doors until the monorail stops completely. This is Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa.
This is a seriously beautiful hotel. And I really want to get some photographs of these domes up at the top here. This is one of those hotels I personally would not want to stay at, but it is very beautiful to come and photograph and look at. And it's one of my favorite stops on this monorail trail around here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some photos inside, and then we'll jump outside, take some photos out there, and then we'll walk from here over to the Magic Kingdom and see what we can get into. Okay, I definitely got some good stuff in here. Let's move outside, because the grounds out here are actually really cool too. Oh yeah, look at this. I gotta get a photo of this. Wow. Hopefully they pop their head back up, but there's several baby ducks over here. Come on. Show yourself. There's Mama. And there's one. There's two. Oh my gosh, adorable. There's three, there's four. Can't see it very well, but right underneath the monorail over there is a trail that leads all the way over to the Magic Kingdom. And you can barely see the castle in the distance there. That is where we are headed. It really is beautiful over here, even though I wouldn't want to stay here personally. I really like taking photos here. I don't know, I feel like if you're staying here on vacation, the hotels and stuff are nice, but I kind of almost feel like you're throwing money away because you're always wanting to be in the parks. That's one of the great things about being a pass holder, is that you can just kind of hang out in places like this, go around and not have any rush to do anything specifically. This back path, back behind the Grand Floridian, is actually going to lead us directly to the Magic Kingdom. There's also some really cool spots to get photos back here too. Oh yeah, look at the shadows on this bridge. That looks really cool. Wow. So I guess the only other thing I need to answer is what is the purpose and the goal of all of this? Because I feel like my vlogs in the past, one of the things I really struggled with was like, why am I doing this? What is the purpose? Ever since I sort of added the photography element, I feel like I actually have a purpose to just kind of show you guys where I'm at and what I'm doing while I take photographs. And that is something that I've been searching for ever since I stopped vlogging, a purpose to these vlogs. Now here's something I have never seen down this path before, a deer. I knew that there were deer on property, but I have never seen one, especially this up close and right next to a trail like this. That is pretty cool. Because like I said, we're literally on the trail between Grand Floridian and Magic Kingdom. He does seem pretty used to people. He doesn't seem to be worried about me at all. my goal for tonight is to get a really nice sunset shot in Magic Kingdom of the castle. But you just never know if the sunset's gonna be nice or not here in Florida. I've been wrong before thinking, oh, it's gonna be awesome tonight, and it's been a dud. But there's barely a cloud in the sky tonight, so I really have hope that we're gonna see a really nice sunset in Magic Kingdom. You can see my shadow getting real long here. We're cutting it real close as to whether or not we're gonna get into Magic Kingdom at sunset. My only real concern is gonna be getting through security with all this camera equipment. That's gonna really slow me down. Now, I probably labeled this video something really stupid, like the hidden walkway to Magic Kingdom or something. Obviously, this is not hidden. This is a pretty well-known little path, but I do feel like it's hidden enough that you can actually get some solitude and a little bit of exercise between park visits. This is such a great way to get some exercise, to get out of the house, and spend some time on property that is not inside the parks. I just can never get enough shots of this monorail. I love it so much. All right, and it looks like we made it with time to spare. I might actually be able to get some good photos if we have a good sunset tonight. This is why I was saying earlier, it's super, super important to get some solitude while you're here, because when you are actually in the parks, it's kind of a complete nightmare whenever there are this many people here. It's kind of always like this, so you kind of got to take the solitude wherever you can get it, you know what I'm saying? So realistically, the only reason I'm here is to get a good sunset shot. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight, like I was saying earlier, and because I got hired to do this calendar, I really, really need a good sunset shot of the castle. So this is what we're looking at the moment. I think I got here just in time. Within the next hour or so, we should be hitting sunset pretty nice. So I think for now, what I'm gonna do is just kind of walk around the front and the back side of this, take some photos, and then when sunset really gets going, that'll be when I really put some work in. Unfortunately, I kind of got here right around the same time that everybody's going to be lining up to get a good seat for fireworks. So my shots are going to be very limited as far as trying to not get people in there, which is kind of the whole idea. I think my only lucky break here is that they close off the walkway inside the castle for the show, so it actually might make for a good photo or two without any people in it. so close to being good. That might be the absolute best that I'm gonna do tonight because it doesn't look like this orange is gonna seep up behind it any further. It's so close to being perfect, but it's not the shot I've got in my head, which to be fair, is probably never, ever gonna happen, which I might just have to come to terms with, which is fine, but not since I'm a perfectionist. We didn't get what I wanted for tonight, but that's okay. It's not always gonna work out the way you want it to, and that's fine. I have several months to finish this calendar, and in summer, I know there are gonna be amazing sunsets. So I may just have to wait for a few months to get that perfect shot that's in my head, but that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. If you like this, make sure you hit the like button. If you really liked it, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I got a lot more content like this on the channel and coming in the future. I'm back at it, and it felt really good to make a video today. So I will see you guys next time with another video. Like to find her out. See ya.